It's a fun little thing.
I know that song by heart.
The intro after the intro.
Oh, hey. Guys.
Get off your phone, Tyler. We're working.
We're working here.
I'm podcasting here.
We're doing something. I don't know if it's podcasting.
I'm watching the Olympics. I don't know what you
You
guys
left
are
brownies on the table.
Heck yeah. It's Valentine's Day. I made
love
those.
brownies.
I made those for you.
Your wife made those for us.
My wife made those for us. That's correct.
Nice.
Thank you, Stephanie.
So,
Yes, thank you.
let's
It is
just-
Valentine's Day, though.
It is.
Happy Valentine's Day, boys.
Thanks.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Doing whatever all the boys should be doing on Valentine's Day.
Hanging out together.
That's right.
Talking about nerd stuff.
Talking about
Right.
movies and video games. The
Some TV
never-ending
shows.
Star Wars and its...
You know what's funny? So, real quick before we get started with the show, Stephanie got me this shirt and didn't realize in Comic Sans down here, it's a Darth Vader shirt. It's heavy breathing in Comic Sans. She just thought it was a Darth Vader shirt. But I find it even more ironically funny and appreciative now.
Is the heavy breathing off-centered? Or am I just at a bad angle?
No,
think
it's a little... It's a little off-center.
Look, it's probably
It's off-center from
someone
Vader.
like Etsy or something who's, like just sticking these on and
Dude, Etsy's lit.
I got respect for whoever made that.
it's not a bad shirt. I like it. It's comfy.
That's good.
What
Is
would you
it,
rate
what
it
does it
on
say
a scale?
about what does it say about me that I have way more Darth Vader / Empire apparel than I do Rebels or Jedi?
It probably means you're just paying the man.
I mean, like a little over there on my desk, there's a little executioner trooper.
Is that the trader guy?
No.
No, it's a dude who's gonna cut off Finn and Rose's head,
Yeah.
but then everything
Darn.
timed up perfectly.
That was a dope sound.
That was a great moment. I will
It
never
was.
hold that against The Last Jedi.
Shout out RJ.
Oh, you on like your past first name basis? You're on to acronym or
What
Well,
is
no,
his
it's
middle
more so I
name?
just don't want to say his actual name.
Oh,
What's his? Just go by his middle name.
His middle name is Aaron.
It is.
Brian Aaron Johnson.
That's my middle name.
he doesn't know that.
Dude, if I'm right...
I don't even know that.
Dang! Oh, that's
Craig.
terrible.
Craig.
Ryan Craig.
Why, Ryan?
Craig.
I do feel like I had heard that somewhere, but I don't know.
Top flight security, Craig.
All right,
Sorry.
well,
RCJ.
Does
now
anybody-
that we're done talking
RCJ.
about Star Wars, for now,
That was a Friday reference. For those who don't know.
what's up, fanboys and fangirls? Welcome back to another episode of What the Fanboy Show. Over there to my leftist,
Brett got
my
tired
lefty,
of us.
my lefty left. No, my left's left. Left of my left is the legendary Luke Zilke.
The gritty king.
I'm doing the gritty since it was a Super Bowl weekend.
My guy.
If Mac Jones can do it, anybody can do it, right?
How are the Olympics?
Dude, they're amazing. I
Is
love
this
the Olympics.
all you did this week?
Pretty
No.
much. But
We
first,
texted a lot about the Olympics.
We did.
I knew it.
I finally got somebody else watching them. I need to introduce Tyler though first, Mr. Tyler.
I got my Commanders gear on.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Washington Commanders.
On a scale of 1 to 2, how hyped are you for their first game where they actually have a team name again?
It's 2. It's 2.
Okay, they're good.
Yeah. Yep.
I would have been a little worried if it would have been a 1, honestly.
Yeah, no, I'm always excited, whether they're the football team, the Commanders, or the team formerly known as Mascot. So
Are you gonna miss football team a little bit?
no,
Don't lie.
I don't think so.
I will.
I-
low key kind of really liked it.
I kind of wish it would have been like FC though, more so than football team.
More like a
Like-
football
like
club.
Premier League team, yeah, like FC
Football?
Washington or Washington FC, and then they'd have like this crest, kind of like this. I was like, man, that'd be kind of cool. But instead, they changed their name, which fine. The video for the reveal is dope.
I didn't watch it.
I'll just show you it after the show. It's pretty good. It got me hyped.
I just got on Twitter and saw everybody roasting it.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh,
People-
yeah.
I'm going commando for the Commanders. I'm not actually going commando.
Don't lie to me,
Liar.
Tyler.
No, I have clothes on.
We can see your clothes.
Yeah.
Fun fact for you audio listeners: if you want proof that Tyler is wearing clothing, you can tune into our Twitch stream.
See, I was just setting bread up
Live
for
on Monday
for
night.
plugs.
Just wait till we
at 8
bring.
p.m.
Wait till we bring What the Fanboy After Dark.
That's
Or,
right, baby.
yeah.
After
Oh,
dark.
jeez.
So to my right here
That's right.
is the beautiful Brett Eitzen in his off-centered heavy breathing shirt that I actually really dig. I really dig that, and I kind of want to steal it from you.
Thanks. I mean, good luck.
You want to know what's really cool? I'm actually wearing a T-shirt that's the exact same
If
color
you-
as that almost. It's
Dude,
pretty
that
close.
is so close.
It's pretty close. It's a free shirt from work, but
So fun fact for you audio listeners, if Tyler takes the shirt from me and puts it on himself, then who's not wearing any clothes? That's like a one of
This
those
is like a-
The dog isn't wearing
SAT
any clothes.
it's like an elementary math question.
Yeah.
If I have 13 shirts and I give Brett 7 of them, how many shirts do I have left?
He broke.
But yeah, no. How was the weekend for you guys? Did you guys watch Super Bowl?
Watch the Super Bowl.
I had the Super Bowl on, but I was also
Watching
watching.
Olympics?
I was watching curling.
I thought it was a fine game.
Women's curling was going on.
I thought it was a really good game.
Yeah, I enjoyed it for not having any stake in it. Not really
You
caring.
didn't put stake in the game?
I don't bet. I'm not a gambling man.
I didn't bet either.
But
Actually, I did, but not technically.
for honor or glory.
No,
or...
so I had a couple people over. We kept it pretty small this year since Bryn's, 5 months old. And we did like a little trivia thing, and I gave whoever got the most of the questions right $5.
And you won.
I
So
did
you
not
gave yourself
win.
$5.
Reed won, and he only...
And he owed you $5.
No, I gave him $5.
Oh.
He only missed one of his predictions.
Was it the coin toss?
Nice.
No, his prediction was... The one he missed was who called the first time out. There's only one.
I don't know if was even watching yet. I didn't know the game started at like 5.
5:30. Yeah.
I was just doing other things.
I was kind of glad it ended at like 9.
You
Yeah,
text-
it was
so
nice.
You texted and you're like, bro, that trailer. And I was like, what?
Yeah, the mom trailer, dude.
The mom trailer?
Yeah, that's what
Mustrango?
that's what I've called it, is the mom trailer. But no, it was a good Super Bowl. I thought it was good. My score prediction was 26-29, and it was 23-20. So I was on track.
Oh yeah.
Happy for Matt Stafford.
Yeah.
He spent 12 years in prison up there in Detroit, so it's nice to see him get one. I think his Hall of Fame status kind of hinged on that game a little bit. I think he'll get in now. Maybe not first ballot, but he'll get in.
I just need to say, and I can't believe I'm even going to say these words, because I never thought I would. My favorite part of the game was the halftime show.
Dude, the halftime show was incredible.
Very good.
Incredible.
Yes.
I have never liked a halftime show. I'm extremely critical of them.
You know who arranged that, right? Jay-Z, man. He works for the NFL now. He
Oh.
handles all of their performance production.
Really?
It's also just nice to have
Interesting.
hip hop and rap
Yep.
Yeah.
It's the first
at
year
the
of
Super Bowl.
This was
Yep.
the first year of Jay-Z doing it. And Jay-Z booked Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, 50 Cent, Kendrick Lamar, Mary J. Blige.
Freaking crushed it.
It's so good.
It's just so annoying. It's like hip hop has been a huge influence into the NFL.
Yeah.
Like it's always played at all the games. The Super Bowl halftime show. Here's like a country artist, and it's like,
Like it's fine.
Who
but
is
it's-
this for?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see the Bengals?
the Dallas fans that
Also-
probably aren't watching the game because their team is never in it.
Did you see the Bengals kicker?
Yeah,
He skipped
Dude.
halftime to go watch.
McPherson is
Oh,
awesome.
that's fantastic.
What a guy.
He's awesome.
No.
I really do like him.
My only complaint about the entire game would have to be that the refs kind of kept their flags in their pocket all game long until
Until
the
the
final
very
2
end.
minutes, and they threw flags on 4 straight plays, and I was like, dude,
Got to be consistent.
you've let them play exactly.
Yeah.
They've let them play all game long. The
Even
only penalty,
to a detriment.
yeah, to a detriment. It was absolutely the only penalty I disagreed with. So I hated that they threw 4 flags in a row, but there's one penalty that it'll haunt me forever, I think, mentally. The linebacker who got called for the hold,
Logan Wilson.
horrible call. That was not a hold. Cooper Kupp didn't even turn around and look at our ref. He actually turned around and saw the flag, and he's like, "Oh, hey, look, there's a flag." Like, he had no clue because he wasn't held. It was horrible.
Yeah.
That was third down. That completely changed the game.
Yeah.
It was
completely changed the game. It gave the Rams exactly what they needed.
It was just felt like karma.
Oh, so
because
bad.
they blew it in the opening of the third.
So
with
bad.
Ramsey and whatever that dude Higgins.
Yeah.
T. Higgins, yeah.
It's just like it's bound to even out. It's just when is it going to happen? And it happened then.
Yeah, it was, man, it couldn't have happened at a worse time either.
Yep. Agreed.
Also, I can't wait for the news story to come out. Actually, I can't wait. I hope I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure Joe Burrow tore his ACL.
Oh.
And he could not move on that last drive. Like, there was, as soon as I got to that point, I was like, yeah, they're not getting it down the field. That ACL's gone. You could see it. Every throw he made, he'd like pull it back and try to keep it behind him.
Yeah.
He blew his knee out. It'll come out in a few days. Crazy.
Man, two ACL re-injuries in one game.
Yeah. For Burrow, it's the other knee.
Maybe a 17-game season isn't the best thing.
Yeah, and
like they push him to their limit already.
Yeah.
And like a lot of guys are trying to get turf banned in the PA. They don't want to play on turf anymore.
Oh.
So, but no. Otherwise, I thought it was a really good Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We'll talk about commercials.
We will here in a little bit
at some point, but yeah, nope. Good year. Happy for Matt Stafford.
Tyler, what else you do this week?
Oh boy. I've been playing my PlayStation 5 a little bit. When I can. I didn't get to play a whole lot this week. So I have disappointing news. And I'm not giving up on it. But I have to say it because it just hurts my heart. Dying Light 2 is bad, guys. It's bad. It's not winning Game of the Year. That prediction is done for.
It only has to win from one of the major things, though, right?
Right.
Somebody loves it out there.
But man, it's just not.
Pretty sure Cyberpunk got. Is it better than Cyberpunk? Did you play Cyberpunk?
I played Cyberpunk.
It
works better. It works better than Cyberpunk.
It's just,
dude, the story's just a mess. Like, you meet a character, like literally the opening mission of the game, right? This is the mission they hook you with. It's supposedly, and in most games, like in Ghost, right? Ghost of Tsushima, it's like a giant battle, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. It's not indicative of what you're doing right after that or anything, but it's like, oh my gosh, this is the scale of this game. Dying Light, you're like out in the wilderness, and I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. Like, this is different. And you meet this guy, his name's Spike, and you're kind of walking with him, and you go check out this house. You check out this house, you walk in, you walk around the corner, and you're doing something. He's like, I gotta go, man. And your guy's like, why? What's going on? He's like, once you start to feel like you can't trust somebody, you gotta leave. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. See, man, I'm gonna get attacked by something. This guy's leaving me. He walks away. Cutscene ends. You turn around the corner, and he's standing there, and he's like, you ready to go yet? And you're like, what? Like, you just said you weren't hanging out with me anymore. And then he brings you a beer and has a beer with you. And I'm like, what is happening? And then you meet a character later in the city. And then 2 missions later, he doesn't know who you are anymore. And you're like, what is happening? So it's like they made a bunch of stuff and didn't cut out the stuff that didn't work. I don't know. It's just kind of disappointing. But still playing my PS5 otherwise. Tons of fun. Ghost of Tsushima. If you have a PlayStation 4, go play that game. If you have a PlayStation 5, I don't care if you've played it already, go play it again. That game's awesome. Watch Book of Boba Fett.
We'll talk about it here.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
A little bit.
I've started Reacher. I'm about halfway through Reacher. Dana and I are watching that one together, so it's kind of hard. I'm not much of a binge watcher, but this is a show I want to binge watch. Like, it's really good. I've been pleasantly surprised. I think what makes it so good is the rest of the cast.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Alan Ritchson is good, but the rest of the cast, specifically Malcolm Goodwin, they're so good. Yeah. They're so good. It makes it work so well. I finished a book called Light Years from Home by Mike Chin, and I was gonna pull up my review and read it to you guys, but I gave it 3 out of 5 stars.
Maybe that review could go on whatthefanboy.com.
Yeah, I'll just very shortly type something up, but it's a good family drama book infused with a little bit of intergalactic war.
Ooh,
So
classic.
that sounds like it's more family drama than Intergalactic War, I should add. But it is really good, and I'd recommend it for sure. And then the last thing I did, I have been working on the Big 12 Takeover Pod. And stuff. Been trying to get that show started. We're in talks with the co-host or two.
Yeah.
So things are moving in the right direction, and
but I haven't gotten an email yet, Tyler. I knew I was on the short list for a co-host, right? And I just wanted to make sure that you knew that I hadn't received that email. You might want to follow up.
Okay. I'll make sure it's sent.
Okay, good.
Don't send it to me. I don't want to have to say no.
Okay. I can't say no.
I don't know anything about college football.
Well,
except that the games take forever.
Well, hopefully you'll tune in at some point, and maybe you can learn something.
I'll learn something.
But that's it. I kind of just hung out.
Sweet. Luke,
hung out with my kid.
Did you? I know we kind of glossed over it, but did you do anything other than watch Olympics?
Lots of Olympics. Played some Destiny. And I watched the 3 new episodes for Vox Machina. I watched Peacemaker, and I watched Boba Fett.
Nice, dude.
Vox Machina is still amazing.
I was gonna say, because I didn't get around to watching those. I wanted to just. Is it continuing on that?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
It's fantastic.
Love
now
it.
You can go.
You're right.
I didn't have a lot.
Cool. No, that's fine. We'll just keep on moving. Yes. I did quite a few things. Stephanie and I started a new show. It came out last year. It's over on Apple TV Plus. Foundation.
Yeah, you sent us that.
Yeah. So we're just a couple episodes in. The first episode, a lot happens. It's kind of overwhelming, but at the same time, you can just tell like they're trying to get all of the pieces in place, and it's all done really well. The acting is really, really well done. The visuals are gorgeous. You can tell that they threw loads of money at it.
Apple doesn't have very much money though, so is that risky?
Yeah, probably. It's probably a pretty risky endeavor.
I cannot say that without
dig into their pockets and pull out some $100 million worth of change.
What a horrible situation to be in.
I know, right? How unfortunate for them. So we're just through the first 2 episodes, and I will say the second episode didn't end where I thought it would end. It was kind of a nice little like, oh, we're already doing surprises. All right.
Okay.
So I enjoyed that. Episode 7 of Peacemaker. I wrote Pacemaker. Fun fact on my notes. Not Peacemaker, Pacemaker.
Did it make you feel like you needed a pacemaker?
I do need one. I'm having these aches and.
Please don't do that.
No heart attacks on stream, I promise.
Yeah.
Episode 7 was really good. I liked it a lot.
It was really good.
It's a good penultimate. Sets up for a very fun. I say fun in the sense of like it's gonna be a
pretty intense, probably.
Pretty intense.
It's gonna be
finale.
weird.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be weird.
Super. Episode 7 though. It like had these very different large towers of high emotion and really high action.
Yeah.
Which I wasn't really expecting it. Especially for like everybody in the show is just not a good person.
Yep.
But man, you feel it for what's his actual name? Peacemaker. Chris Smith.
Chris Smith.
Like you feel so bad for him. And I think that's a testament to how good the show is.
Yeah.
This dude you kind of hated in Suicide Squad, now you just
you
empathize so much for him.
Did you see Cena was like, yeah, I didn't expect to come back after Suicide Squad. I was like, oh wow. Now homeboy is well in it.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Well, yeah, I'm super amped for that finale. I just feel like there's going to be tons of gory action, and I don't even really know what to expect with really what they showed in the last shot.
Yeah, yeah. For real though, right? Yeah, agreed. I also caught over. We're talking about Apple TV things. I watched MacBeth, the tragedy of MacBeth, directed and obviously based on the William Shakespeare play.
Never heard of them. Probably trash.
But
An amateur.
adapted for film and directed by Joel Cohen, starring Denzel Washington and Frances McDormand, and a bunch of other actors that you probably would recognize. You might not know their names, but you'd recognize them. This is an interesting one because I think that it is definitely... I understand why Apple picked it up. Because the more I see what Apple is doing with Apple TV Plus, they are going for, not necessarily, they're not looking at like blockbuster things that are going to keep people subscribed week after week with necessary, they're not making an Uncharted movie. They're not making the next Stranger Things. They're looking for like things that are going to win awards. And like in the industry, right? They're looking for Oscar movies, and because this is not a film that I think most people will sit down and be like, oh man, what a good hour and 45 minutes. Most people will be like, that was the longest hour and 45 minutes of my life. Because this is essentially, it's not a Hollywood version of MacBeth. It is essentially the stage play. It's pared down, obviously, but you have lots of long takes and monologues, and it's very simple. There's not a lot of camera. There's very precise and specific camera movements that are very intentional, but like there's not a lot of camera movement. There's not a lot of action. Which, if you know MacBeth, there's not a ton of action, anyways. But even more so here, like they're just trying to deal with fate and how we interpret that and those themes that Shakespeare was really interested in. I think the performances are fantastic. Denzel crushes it. Frances McDormand does a really, really good job. I think the set design is phenomenal. It's one of the most interesting movies that I've visually looked at in years. A lot of movies play with light in different ways. And then this movie is all black and white, so they can kind of do this a little differently. Most movies will, and cinematographers, play with light as, and your foreground is usually what's lit, your background is what's dark. And obviously the main characters are all still lit. You don't want them just in darkness, but it is a very bright film. Like almost every scene, if you can see back past a wall, just fades into like a white mist. And it's kind of that opposite of it's like an inverted version of being on stage watching this. Because on stage it would be, blackness behind all of the action. And it's flipped on its head, and it's really fascinating how they've constructed their sets and how they play with light to really make an interesting visual language for the film. So,
would I like it?
I don't know. I honestly don't know if either of you would like it. I think
Denzel in it. I love it.
I think both of you would probably at least
find it interesting.
But there's not the, I don't know, I kind of compare it to something like The Lighthouse, but there's not that manic depravity there.
Did you ever see Fences?
I never saw Fences, no.
Because that was a stage play, and that the movie was really shot like a play, where it's just like 4 scenes.
Mm-hmm.
And like I was really impressed by it, and I found it really interesting, but I didn't love the movie. It was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
My guess is that you would probably say, yeah, that was like really well done. Probably never gonna watch it again.
Mm-hmm.
Would be my guess. I don't know if I'll ever watch this again. Unless I'm looking for some inspiration.
Let's watch it right now.
On specific shots, because I think cinematography and acting are what
are driving it.
That drive this movie. Yeah, the performances and the cinematography. But I give it a fanboy worthy on quality. I don't necessarily say that as like a huge recommendation, but if you're into Shakespeare and you're okay with slow films, slow moving things, and you like Denzel, like, I mean, give it a shot if you've got Apple TV Plus.
How does it compare to something like Roma? Roma's pretty
Roma's
slow.
got more drama though. This film, I mean, so much of the drama in here is internal. It's that internal and it's that monologuing.
Yeah, I guess Roma does too have that pretty big set piece in the middle with the
That helps
the revolution.
Yeah,
that was a good movie.
it was a good movie.
I did not think I was gonna like that movie, and then it kind of blew me away.
The other movie I watched, I went and saw Death on the Nile with my wife. It was a fun little date night.
I missed it. Sorry. I was trying to think of...
I would say I invited both of you guys, but...
I was watching Olympics.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm pretty much unreachable
During the Olympics.
until the Olympics are over. You know, it only happens every 4 years. I'm not going to waste that.
That was Friday, right?
Yes, Friday night we went and saw that. So...
I played Dying Light and the new Apex mode that night.
Oh, how was that new Apex mode?
It was fun.
Sorry, I'm not trying to get us distracted. But
It was fun.
I was just
It's a good
curious.
time.
Cool.
Apex feels extremely unstable after playing Halo, though.
Oh, well, fair enough. Death on the Nile. This is the second movie in kind of the Hercule Poirot, Kenneth Branagh universe, yes.
The Christie-verse.
Detective Agatha Christie novel turned movie verse. I think this is a fine movie. I think it's definitely better than Murder on the Orient Express.
Bar's not high.
The bar is not high. It has a very...
Did Armie Hammer eat anybody?
Armie Hammer did not eat anybody,
Dang it.
as far as I
good.
could tell. He did eat food, so unless that food was disguised very well, I don't think he ate anyone. But
Bet he talked about it.
it's a super. The premise is almost too similar to, and I know that's just a product of the genre or the IP that they chose, but. I think it feels a little too similar without doing much that's new.
Well, they were 8 books apart in the series.
What they do well though that
There's 8?
that the first one
Are they all the same?
that the first one doesn't is this one really dives into Poirot. How do you say his name?
Just call him Kenneth Branagh.
Hercule
Poirot.
Kenneth Branagh.
Kenneth Branagh's
You're
character.
trying
the
really hard to
detective.
nail the accent. Just say Poirot.
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 P-O-I.
Poirot.
Ro. R-O.
Ro.
Kenneth.
Changing the
Poirot.
spelling. Poirot.
Just call him Kenny.
Kenny Branagh.
Kenny B.
The acting
G's
in this
cousin.
is generally better than Murder on the Orient Express overall. They dive into Poirot's backstory a lot more, which does not really have much to do with the mystery of it.
This is why I solve murders.
But it does give you it makes you care about him a little more, I guess, as a main character. I think that's one of the things that was really lacking in the first one was like I don't know, he just seems like a smart ass who
He's just this detective who's there.
Yeah. He's given purpose. He's given relationship to a couple of the people on the excursion, and the murder is. Fun fact: there's a murder. I guess I shouldn't have spoiled that.
Yeah, it could have just been
Just death. Death is not.
Alligator
the
could have
same
been
as
like, I'm gonna eat you.
There's 44 of these books.
Oh my god!
Are you kidding me?
No,
And they're all just like murder mysteries.
just that series.
And I bet
Agatha Christie wrote 2 series. She wrote one with a female detective and a male detective, and then she had a bunch of other books around it too.
did they ever team up?
I don't know.
Because then there is a Christie verse.
I don't know.
I don't know how much I can talk about this movie without spoiling it, so I'm gonna leave
You already
most of the
spoiled it
thing.
for me.
I know. Well, Luke before the recording requested to be spoiled.
I
So.
do not care about this movie, and I won't see it.
They never met.
Oh.
Should I go watch it? Will I like it? Did everybody do it?
I'm not gonna answer that last question because that would give you a hint into what actually happened.
I bet I could figure it out in like 10 minutes.
I think it's hard to recommend this right now.
Good.
I just don't know with all the other things that are out there that are available even just via streaming. I think there's a lot that's better than this.
Maybe just catch up on Oscar movies.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. That's why I watched MacBeth.
What I need to do.
Just catching up on those Oscar films. Heck, Nightmare Alley, which I guess is technically an Oscar film, it's got nominated. That's out on a couple streaming services. Like, I guess if you're looking for something that's not too heavy, a little bit of a mystery, kind of fun, this would probably be a good movie for you to go watch. It is kind of a date night movie. You know, it's not super dark. It's not super heavy or intense or gory or anything like that. It's just kind of a light Agatha Christie murder mystery. I'll give it a Matthew McConaughey. It's fine.
What'd you give the first one?
Probably a straight to streaming.
Okay.
What's an improvement?
Yeah.
Okay, I have another question.
Okay. Follow-up question from Luke.
Is Clue still the best murder mystery movie, and why is the answer yes?
Of course, it's still the best murder mystery.
I also just can't even think of another one besides
And-
like Murder Mystery with Adam Sandler.
Knives Out.
I like Clue more than Knives Out.
Fair. Clue's fantastic. There's nothing
Clue's
wrong with
freaking good.
There's nothing wrong with that opinion. There's nothing wrong with liking this movie either. If you like it more than me, I'm curious. There's.
That's not how the internet works,
I
Brett.
know. Must have a definitive opinion. But anyways, Matthew McConaughey. I don't know if I would recommend this, but it's fine. It's a movie.
It's a movie.
What else did I do? Nothing else. We can move into trailers. Yay!
There was a lot of trailers, mainly. I guess not a lot.
So
I was expecting more with the Super Bowl.
I mean, the Super Bowl commercials, there wasn't a ton.
we're gonna talk a little bit about trailers and
Yeah.
Super Bowl commercials. Most of these now actually drop before the Super Bowl.
Yes.
So we may talk about something like, the Jurassic World trailer came out on like Friday.
Thumbs up. It was good. I'm excited for that movie.
That was surprising.
I'm hyped.
Dude, the shot of the big dinosaur with the feathers all over it.
Yeah, the raptor with the feathers.
Like, I know, like, in the IMAX preview, they showed dinosaurs with feathers.
yeah.
And we were like, oh, that's so cool. They actually showed it for once. But, like, in present day, we might actually finally get that. It's like, let's go, man.
Yep. I am curious to see how they involve the returning characters from the original movie. Alan Grant, Ellie Sadler, and Ian Malcolm. Took me a moment. I guess I could just look up here at my
Say
giant
their
poster.
names?
No, but it has their. If I can see their faces, I can see their names in my head. Because that's something that I'm, pretty open that I'm always nervous when a franchise dips too much into nostalgia.
What if they bring Wayne Knight back?
That would be incredible.
Is he alive?
That's what I was going to look up.
I don't think so.
That would be incredible.
That's why I said. But in any case,
He is alive.
oh, is he?
66.
Awesome. He survived the attack in the rain. I think the action looks really good.
Dinosaurs look
Look
Yeah,
great.
it looks way more action packed.
Yeah, I am really curious to see how they handle.
The clone thread.
Yeah, if that's done. I was almost not gonna say it, but you're right. That movie's been out for 2 years and no one cares. She's in it. The girl's in it.
I feel she's probably just
So
Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard's kid at this point,
yeah.
Adopted kid.
Baby Blue. Ah!
Yeah,
I love
those
it.
little baby raptors.
The little
are
baby
really
raptors are adorable. I hope it takes someone's face off.
cute. It probably will. Probably will.
That was my
Dude,
raptor
babies
call.
are aggressive. My child just tried to rip my face off before I came over here.
But yeah, it looks really good. I'm excited, and I
thumbs up.
forgot that was even coming out this year.
Yeah.
June 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It's exciting. Thumbs up for me as well.
Yep. What's next, Tyler? What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. Trailer wise?
Yeah.
Let's talk about Mom. Doctor Strange.
Doc Lestrango and the Illuminati of Madness.
And the Illuminati of Madness.
Let's go.
Yeah, this is a thumbs up for me as we start here.
This trailer was wild.
Wild.
This
So wild.
This is one of those trailers that made I watched it and was like, I don't know what the heck is happening, but that's okay.
I don't know what's going on, but I'm in. Sign me up.
I'm in.
Yeah, this trailer's sick. There's a lot to like about it. Looks like there's going to be a ton of reveals about maybe what's coming in the future. Luke kind of said the Illuminati, and there's been some screen grabs where you can see all the chairs, and all of those chairs look to be filled. So we're probably going to meet some pretty important characters for the MCU moving forward. Even if it's different variants of them, I think we will be pretty pleased with that. I just am so curious, because one of them is definitely Reed Richards.
Well, we hear Patrick Stewart's voice is what
We
I
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. So crazy. This movie it cannot come out soon enough now. I'm excited for it. It
jumped
flew up
pretty
the board.
high up in
Yeah.
my
It flew up the board for me.
in my
really
IP
did. It really
IP
did.
movie list.
Yeah.
It shot up there pretty high.
Yeah. I'm excited.
We're probably gonna get Tom Cruise Iron Man.
I keep seeing that. You really think so?
Yeah, I do think so.
I think it's
I
Monica
just-
Rambeau.
What?
Are you talking about the clip or whatever? Like the picture?
No, I just think he's gonna be in it.
You're talking about the
Captain Marvel.
the
looking-
Captain
yeah.
Marvel looking character.
A lot of
Oh, it's
people
not. It's not Carol.
No.
For
No.
sure. I have seen some people think that is Iron Man though.
Yeah, Superior Iron Man or whatever.
Yeah.
The possibilities are endless, and after Spider-Man: No Way Home,
Yeah.
you just don't know what to expect,
Right.
which I kind of love. Like
Yeah.
it's one of those.
Nothing's off the table anymore.
Yeah. I'm terrified. It could go horribly, but at the same time, I don't think it will.
Yeah.
So
I think I now understand why Scott Derrickson didn't want to do this one.
yeah.
I think it's a little too big for something he would like to do.
Yeah.
I think he's a little more focused than what they're aiming for here.
Yeah. I think he wanted to tell a
more personal story about.
and I mean, even when he like walked out on stage, when they first announced this movie, he was like, "We're gonna make Marvel's first horror film."
Marvel was like,
It's like, yeah, I can see why they parted over creative differences.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They
Because of
changed
that.
gears for sure. But no, I think I hope it doesn't have too many Sam Raimi isms. With all of his callbacks. I mean, we see the saw blade. I think that's a pretty clear one.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's maybe.
It's cool. Dude, is what's his name gonna show up? Ash? He gonna be in this?
Oh gosh.
from Pokemon.
No.
Ash versus the Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Bruce Greenwood.
Yes. He'll show up.
He'll
for
have
sure.
a cameo of some sort.
Yeah.
He'll probably be like a newscaster or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am very excited, but I always have in the back of my mind worried. There's so many characters and so much going on. It's like, will it be too much?
Mm-hmm.
I'm at the point with Marvel where I'm invested enough that it's gonna work for me, and that's probably all they care about. They don't necessarily care about making this work as a movie that in 15 years someone picks it up off the shelf at Blockbuster and oh wait, that doesn't exist anymore.
What is a Blu-ray?
Right? Like they stumble upon this. That's not how you watch Marvel movies anymore.
And then
You
like
can't
we're
just pick one up and start there.
Not that it's going to be like so busy. So much is going to be going on.
yes.
So many characters, and like last year there was 2 really big ones with lots of characters.
It's true.
One was great, and one I did not think was great, which had more characters. I feel like the best one that they've done with the most characters was Infinity War.
Mm-hmm.
But so they've shown they can do it. But I mean, Sam Raimi first up.
I think this is gonna be a smaller core cast than what maybe we think. Like, I think there's gonna be lots of secondary characters.
Hey, look at this, and it's done.
Yeah. They get 2 scenes or whatever, and then we're moving on.
Patrick Stewart's gonna be like, there's mutants, by the way. See ya.
Yeah, right.
And Strango's gonna be like, what? This is madness.
I love that you call him Lestrango.
I can't get it out of my head now. Doc Lestrango.
Is that
Awesome.
what they call him on Weekly Planet?
No, I haven't listened to that in forever.
Luke just came up with it off the top of his head.
I love it.
I
Okay.
came up with it last week when I was just thinking of dumb things to call everything.
The to round out the triangle of the 3 big ones, Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power. We got our first 1-minute teaser during the 3rd quarter of the Super Bowl. What do you guys think?
I was nervous for this trailer. I was nervous it's gonna pop up and just be like, no. But man, I really dug it. It felt and looked like Lord of the Rings to me.
Yeah.
And so I'm in. I'm still nervous. I would be nervous no matter what, though.
Yeah.
Like, I'm nervous for the Batman, and I'm nervous for Doctor Strange. Like, I'm always just nervous for the next big thing.
Mm-hmm.
I
Man, I think it looks good.
I liked what I saw. I feel a little bit better after seeing that because, like you said, it does feel like Lord of the Rings, which is exciting. And that's honestly, I don't need anything else now. Like, this is enough for me. I feel good. I feel I'm in a good place. I'm ready for it to come out. Excited to see what they bring.
Yeah, I would agree. I think that as soon as we saw kind of some of the costuming, I was like, all right, this feels like Middle Earth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know that it's maybe not actually Middle Earth, technically in the geography of Silmarillion and the world of J.R.R. Tolkien. I don't think there's a map in here.
What?
I
What kind
know.
of book is that?
You know
That's
what
why people don't.
you know what that means? It's gonna
Oh
be
no, it's in the
trash.
back. Oh wait.
Oh.
Yeah, if the book starts with a map, is the rule. It doesn't start with a map, it's not going to be
back. That's in
good.
the
That book
back.
sucks.
Well, it's from like
Tolkien's an amateur.
70 years ago.
Maybe it's after the forward.
Nonsense. Do better, Tolkien.
He's British.
Yeah, it's not. Okay.
They don't
They
read
drive
books,
on the right side. The
but
left
they
side
don't
of the
read
road.
books backwards.
Maybe he did. He's a weirdo.
But yeah, no, everything from
If
the
he was just-
costuming to the wide shots, even I thought the creatures, which there were only like 2 or 3 that were kind of quickly shown. I thought they all looked like they belonged in the Lord of the Rings, the movies, which have held up incredibly well. And so to go in and be like, we're gonna like make something 20 years later and make it, obviously it's gonna have higher fidelity, but to still make it look and feel like it belongs I think that's a pretty impressive accomplishment.
Mm-hmm. And I'm excited to learn about like characters that we know about. Like Galadriel is in this. Elrond is in this.
Yeah.
You see them like young.
Yeah.
Because Elrond's what, 10,000 years old or whatever, or 4,000 years old. I'm excited to see how we got to that point.
Yeah. I think that'll be helpful to have some kind of anchor characters where they're not played by the same actors, but we know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll help it feel.
Oh,
little
September,
more.
man, needs to get here.
Dude, we got so much between now and then though.
I need it to move a little faster though, so I can partake in all of it.
March 1st first.
Yeah, let's go.
The Batman.
March
We got tickets already. Let's
March.
go.
First.
Speaking of the Batman, DC put out a little 1-minute stinger called "The World Needs Heroes," and we got we had some reused things we've already seen from the Batman, but we did get new footage from Black Adam and the Flash, and a
Aquaman.
one shot of Aquaman.
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 The one shot of Aquaman, he was not underwater.
Yeah, it was. He was on his throne in Atlantis.
There's
There's 2
two shots
shots.
of him.
Oh, there were 2 shots. I was thinking of his black suit where he's standing on the rock.
I thought it looked green.
Black or blue or gold or green or.
It can be red. It can be violet. I don't know the lyrics.
Red, blue, violet sky.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
But I thought the stuff from the Flash, few clips kind of got me a little more hyped up than the Black Adam stuff did.
I got hyped for it, but there was one thing I didn't like. Ezra Miller's still doing that stupid this thing.
Yeah, they've canonized it. It's how he runs.
But the Black Adam stuff got me the most hyped.
Yeah.
Mainly the Justice Society stuff.
Yes, dude. The Justice Society stuff.
Dude, we got Fate, Hawkman, Cyclone, and Atom
Smasher.
Atom Smasher. Dude, they look good.
They do. I'm pretty excited about that. Also, there's one shot of Black Adam like when he's in like way back in history and he's like in like shackles and stuff and he's like looking up and I think it's the most acting I've ever seen The Rock do and it's in like a 2-second shot. Like he's like crying. I was like, "Oh my gosh, The Rock. How much baby oil they rub on you for this?" Like it just actually looked like maybe there was a little bit of passion put into the project.
Yeah, I hope. I
mean,
that
he's going to change the
across
entire
whole film.
power of hierarchy of power in the DC universe.
He is. No, he is.
The hierarchy.
Superman showing up in this movie?
No.
No? Flash?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so too. I keep thinking he might be in the post-credit scene for Black Adam, though, just to throw everybody off.
Who knows?
Then everybody will be like, wait.
Prediction, no post-credit scene.
Oh.
That's my prediction.
Bold
like it.
prediction.
I like it.
I like
Actually,
it as well.
re-prediction, it will be for Shazam 2.
Oh, definitely going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be him meeting Black Adam for the first time, and then
No, they won't do that in a post-credit scene.
it'll be like Venom. He'll watch the newscast and see Black Adam.
No. No, nothing like Venom, please.
All right. Well, let's go through. We have a few more trailers we'll go through real quick. We don't need to talk in detail about all these. Lightyear.
Oh yeah, that trailer's sick. Thumbs up.
F this trailer. I'm so tired of sidekick animals in Disney movies. I don't even know if I'll see it. I'm so tired of it.
I'm more with Tyler. Thumbs up. The robot cat seems annoying. I don't care for it. But
Yeah.
It's a trope that I think Disney needs to.
They literally make the same movie every time.
They do it in the MCU too. It works. They're on fire, man. They find a formula and they stick with it.
I guess. Ugh. They don't need it, but all right.
I'd rather see this Bad Guys animated movie from DreamWorks than Lightyear.
The Adam Project. This is Netflix.
I didn't watch this teaser, but I watched a little short thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like that came out. I think they showed it during the Super.
Yeah. What'd you think?
Oh, it looked actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like
It's a sideways thumb for me.
But it really kind of surprised me. I thought it was something totally different.
My thumb when it comes to Ryan Reynolds movies always starts at sideways, and there was nothing that made me go down, but there was also not much that made me really want to swing it up.
It swung upward a little bit because he wasn't Deadpool in it.
Fair.
I'm sideways. I'm at this point. I'm at a don't care because it is a Ryan Reynolds movie.
Mm-hmm.
But listen, he's a beautiful man. But
Apparently, people like his comedy.
that is
too.
not enough.
Another beautiful man.
I need a good movie.
Another beautiful man. Oscar Isaac
Oh my god!
is playing Moon Knight. We got
That trailer was awesome.
new trailer
Very
during the Super Bowl
excited.
for that.
Thumbs up for that.
That was a thumbs up.
Big thumbs up.
Yeah, not much to say about it. Thumbs up. If you guys don't have anything else, I'm just gonna keep going. A24 had a movie trailer that no one probably saw except for me called Men. It's directed by Alex Garland.
I saw this.
I saw this too.
Oh, good, you guys did see it.
Thought it was an interesting trailer. I think they should have went a little further with it because to me
Felt
it's just kind of like
a little bit like too much of a teaser trailer than a proper trailer.
it just looked like nothing. It's like here's a dude in a little cavern or a chick or whatever in a little cavern. She yells something into it and it echoes.
Yeah.
And that played throughout the trailer, and I was just like, okay, whatever that is.
Boom.
I'm gonna give it a thumbs up just because Alex Garland. I like him. I like his movies. I don't know him personally. I can't say. The last one I have is Shining Girls. It's an Apple TV Plus show.
Nope.
That's right. I didn't write down nope. But this one, I saw it. It stars Elizabeth Moss. Has very much a The Invisible Man kind of feeling to it. It's interesting. I'm giving it a thumbs up.
Didn't know about this one.
Yeah, check that one out. Check out the trailer. But then we got Nope. Jordan Peele's next movie.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs
Looks
up.
good. Small town extraterrestrial.
I need another thumb.
Have one of mine.
Yes, 3 thumbs up. 4 thumbs up.
Oh!
I'm so excited for this, man. I was just talking to Luke about this when you walked away. I love that Jordan Peele just like doesn't promote his movies. He's just like, yeah, here's a teaser. Like 5 months before it comes out, we'll give you one trailer and call it good. We're done. And the teaser doesn't even give you anything. It's just
Yeah.
like, yeah, something weird's going on. That's about all we know. But Luke called it. It's an alien movie for sure.
Yeah.
I would bet a
The
considerable amount of money on
UFO
that.
that I think like in the cloud stuff reminds me of Close Encounters.
Mm-hmm.
The movie vibe gives me like Signs vibes. I'm like if it will be somewhere in there, but with like the Jordan Peele twist. Man, I'm all for that.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
So,
Looks good.
Very
And it's got a
excited.
great cast.
oh yeah,
Yep.
I'm in.
let's go.
Did you guys have any other trailers?
Bungie had a Vidoc.
They did.
Okay, gaming trailers. Good, we're here.
I
I did not watch this.
They showed off weapon crafting, which looks awesome. Very excited for that. And they showed off Void 3.0. Void is getting the stasis rework.
Yeah.
And it looks super fun. I'm a little sad Bubble's getting nerfed, but it's okay. And obviously they show off like the throne world and the new story stuff. And there's going to be another trailer tomorrow morning.
I saw that today. I saw that they were putting something else out. It's cool.
But like, they're like leaning into the 3 classes like abilities, which is super nice, which I feel like they haven't really done yet.
No, not in all. Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
It will be.
I'll give you an overshield, Brett.
Cool. Appreciate it, man.
You give me a void buddy.
Yeah. That's gonna be awesome. Yeah, we're only a week out from that.
Yeah, 8 days.
Oh my gosh. Witch Queen.
Let's go!
Let's go.
Some-
Other game trailer?
Yeah, something that comes out sooner than Witch Queen. Actually, this Friday, Horizon Zero Dawn had its cinematic, or Horizon Forbidden West, sorry, had its cinematic trailer this week.
Didn't watch it. Dude, I've stayed so away from all the stuff for Horizon.
This one doesn't really give you much. It's pretty much just her kind of running through different environments. That's all it is. It's really cool. It looks like I give it a thumbs up because I thought it looked good. But it kind of reminds me of any like PlayStation story-driven cinematic trailer ever. They're all kind of the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
But no, I'm excited for this game. I can't wait.
The hype is very high.
Yeah, review embargo's up, so reviews are out there in the wild. Watch out for spoilers, I guess. I haven't seen.
Should I go get a
Spoilers have
physical?
been out for a while.
Should I go get a physical copy of this and actually just play it on the PS4?
Good.
That
Or
would
you
be
could-
interesting. We could compare.
You could play the first one.
Compare. I'm not gonna beat the first one before this game comes out.
It's cheaper.
I know.
It took the IGN dude 32 hours to beat it.
Wow.
That's probably just mainlining the
It's
story.
commitment.
Too. No.
Oh, all right.
I won't beat it in 32 hours.
No.
I haven't beat a 45-hour campaign, and I'm 65 hours into the game on Assassin's Creed. I just keep playing it and keep getting lost in the world.
Nothing wrong
I'll
with
beat
that.
it. I'll beat it whenever I beat
How long
it.
did it take you to beat Red Dead.
I mainlined Red Dead pretty hard. I think I beat it in 92.
That game was so long.
It's an 80-hour campaign, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It was good, though.
It was
Yeesh.
really good.
Were there any other ads that were like you want to mention?
Super Bowl ads?
Yeah, Super Bowl ads.
Sure. Hold on. I actually made a list.
The only one I remember was the Paul Rudd one.
The Lay's
one.
commercial?
The one
Which I thought was fine.
The one I remember was the QR code bouncing around the screen.
The cryptocurrency
The crypto.
one?
Too many crypto.
So one of mine was a crypto commercial, and it's the LeBron James one.
And look, I'm not here to like bash crypto because I'm not in that world.
I'll bash it.
I
mean, screw crypto.
Yeah, the crypto the super.
But like, it just seemed like there was too many crypto.
The only crypto I want to talk about is Crypto the Superdog.
So one of my favorite commercials was a crypto commercial, and it was LeBron talking to his 17-year-old self in his bedroom. Thought that commercial was really good and really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Young LeBron asking old LeBron, "Man, do I live up to the hype?" I was just like, "Man, that's such a cool like image."
Yeah.
The other ones I wrote down, the flaming hot animals commercial,
Oh,
I thought was really funny.
that was kind of funny.
It cracked
I like
me
that
up.
one.
And the mini NFL commercial. So where the NFL players come
are
out of the TV and they're like destroying those kids' house.
Yep.
I thought that one was really funny.
The other one that I just remembered was the Irish Spring commercial, where he like joins the Midsummer cult.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of funny.
Commercials are pretty whatever this year, I thought.
Honestly, I'm good with that. Let's tone it down. You should not be spending that much money for a TV spot when you can put it on Twitter for free. Sorry. It's a waste of money.
Luke's hot take. I love it.
Yeah, those are the only commercials I mentioned.
All right, sounds good. Let's move into some news. We're at 59 minutes. Yeesh. All right.
I only have 2 stories.
All right. Well, yeah, we'll burn through news real quick, and we'll talk about Boba Fett here
For a few minutes.
for a few minutes. Oscar nominations are out.
You guys watch the credits? Sorry.
Yes, but we're talking about news now, Luke.
Okay, sorry, yeah. I'm a little ahead, I know.
Go ahead. Hit your news story.
Oscar noms
Are out.
are out.
What do you guys think?
How dare they not nominate Spider-Man Home or whatever 3?
No Way Home.
Yeah, that one. Man, shut up.
It's not an Oscar movie.
Shut up.
Get over it.
I think
We go through this every year.
yeah. Friendly reminder that the Oscars are a industry awards ceremony that is voted on by people in the industry, for people in the industry, and for some reason they promote the heck out of it and try to make it like an event thing for everyone to watch. It's not a populist thing. So like nominating a populist movie, I get that like maybe you want people to watch for ratings or something, but like
It's about the craft, man.
yeah, it's not about viewership.
No. It's about the craft.
Your viewership shouldn't actually affect who is nominated. So
Every year.
yeah, I was happy to see that we did get 10 nominations in Best Picture. If you have 10 spots, you best nominate 10 movies.
Yeah, they've been grilled for that the last few years.
Didn't they do like 7?
Yeah,
They did 7 one year, and I think they did 6 even once.
Yes,
It's been pretty bad.
I feel like it hasn't gone above 8 for a while.
for a while, but no, they have 10 in there, and I think they're all worthy from what I've seen.
Have you seen all of them?
No,
Which one have you not seen?
King Richard.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
I have seen that one. We got them all covered.
We
baby.
got it covered.
We're good.
Bases covered.
So you've seen all of them but King Richard?
Let me look real quick.
I have to start
See,
my
there's
watching.
Dune, King Richard, Tick Tick Boom, West Side Story. Those are the ones I've seen. And then I think there was Belfast.
Did Spencer get nommed? Licorice Pizza did.
Don't Look Up.
I haven't watched Licorice Pizza.
Don't Look Up got nominated.
Nightmare Alley.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen West Side Story, Licorice Pizza, or Drive My Car.
Well, Drive My Car is going to win foreign language, so for foreign film
Yeah.
because it's nominated for Best Picture
So
and
there's four I haven't seen yet.
classic Oscars.
There's four I haven't seen.
You're slacking. I've only seen 2.
I think how many did I count to? 4. I've seen 4.
But
Dark Horse winner, West Side Story. I think that could be the one that like pulls it out just based on how the voting always goes.
Who
Yeah.
wins Best Actor?
that's a good point.
Who are the best actor noms?
The 2 that matter are Will Smith and Andrew Garfield.
Javier Bardem for Being the Ricardos.
I
Benedict
hope
Cumberbatch,
it's Will Smith,
Power of the
man.
Dog. Andrew Garfield, Tick Tick Boom. Will Smith, King Richard, and Denzel Washington, Macbeth.
Did Andrew Garfield win when he got nominated for?
Silence?
It was either Silence or the Mel Gibson movie, Hacksaw Ridge.
I don't think so.
Listen, they both deserve to win, and I hope it goes to one of them, but I do hope it goes to Will Smith. Oh my goodness, little doggy.
You find one? I don't think he has. I don't think he's won an Oscar yet.
But man, I do
No,
hope it
he
goes
is
to
not.
Will Smith. One I was really happy to see was I don't remember her name, but she plays Will Smith's wife in King Richard, and she was really good in that movie, and I was happy she got nominated.
Yeah, he was nominated for Hacksaw Ridge, but did not win.
Gotcha.
So this is his second nomination.
Like, I love Denzel, but I want Will Smith to get an Oscar. I'm rooting for Will Smith. Here's my pick.
I can't believe Will Smith has never gotten one.
I know,
right?
It's crazy.
Is this his Leo year? It's like, okay, it's time.
It could be. It really could be.
It's like you've only been doing this for like 30 years now.
Yeah.
Been nominated like 10 times.
Man, he's having a heck of a year. He got to EP Bel Air and win an Oscar, hopefully.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
But yeah, no, I think overall, I'm pretty excited to see who wins this year. I think there's a lot of really good
I think
contenders.
the most obvious win in the entire thing is VFX goes to Dune.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That and Drive My Car wins foreign film
Yeah.
for sure.
Also very happy that Mitchell's and the Machines was nominated because it
Yes!
hadn't been nominated for anything else
Yeah.
yet.
It should win.
It should win.
It should win.
I
Are
also
we
think this.
watching together?
I also think this could be another year where we get a Best Picture that is different from the Best Director. Like those two are
Like they
for a
split the
long
victory.
time. Those have been tied together. Like whoever wins Best Picture is almost guaranteed to win Best Director. And I think this is another year where that could separate.
What up, JT? You
Hey, JT in the chat.
You nerd. He said hello, nerds. So I had to call him a nerd back.
Fair enough.
Are we watching these together this year?
The Oscars?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
We usually do.
Oscar noms. What are the director
March
names?
27? No, we won't. Yeah, we will.
Oh, no.
That's the weekend. The weekend I'm.
You want to hang out and watch the Oscars?
I'll be back I'll be back by the time the
Steve Sky.
Oscars
Is your kid gonna be
start.
there?
She'll be asleep, but she'll
Okay,
be
I'll
there.
go.
Yeah. Hey, she's pretty cute now.
Yep.
You don't have to agree with me. It's okay.
No, dude, you're totally right.
So moving on from the Oscars.
Yeah.
if that's cool. Blade Runner 2099 is going to be a TV show.
Yes.
Ridley Scott will be executive producing. This is super exciting. Live action too. This isn't animated. This is the real deal.
This is awesome.
I'm-
Amazon's just dishing out the cash,
Dude,
man.
I'm so pumped.
They're like, we got Lord of the Rings, Blade Runner.
They about to turn
What
it
else
up.
do they got? Don't they have
Reacher.
something Listen, Richard was great, but I don't know if that's the quintessential.
Well, speaking of them, they just renewed Reacher for season 2.
Oh, they did?
They did.
Let's go.
They did. Yeah. Season 2 is happening officially. They only have 27 books to pull from, so better just keep it going.
Yeah. Speaking of Amazon.
Crossover with Agatha Christie.
Maybe.
Speaking of Amazon and lots of money, the Lord of the Rings movie and game rights are about to go on sale.
Yeah.
And Amazon's probably going to scoop those up. I mean, there's going to be a bidding war, but Amazon's probably going to win it just because Jeff Bezos is a Tolkien super fan. It's personal for him, so I think they'll probably end up getting him.
That sucks, though, because that means we're not going to get any good games.
That's a good point.
I guess I had to be the one to say it.
No.
Amazon's not done good in the gaming Like New World, I guess, was a hit for them.
I feel like they're kind of new at it.
It could be a big enough it could be a big enough property though that they feel like they outsource it, partner with someone, an established developer. So that's what they should do if they get the rights to it.
I was listening to a podcast talking about acquisitions, like in the gaming space, and they were talking about how when Sony bought Bungie, and this was an Xbox specific podcast, they were actually happy.
Yeah.
Because they were like, I'm glad they bought it and it wasn't Facebook or Google or Amazon. Like, because the fear that people have, and I think it especially pertains to Facebook, is like having to log into Facebook to play a game.
Right.
Like, nobody wants to do that.
Yeah.
And these outside, like, tech companies buying up these properties is kind of scary for that reason. Like, I would rather Microsoft or Sony buy these rights.
Yeah.
Like, they're established...
Still tech companies, but
they're established game makers.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, Google failed with Stadia.
Yeah.
Right? Luna has not been talked about, like, at all. But it's a thing. I just don't...
And theoretically...
I'd rather Microsoft or Sony buy
theoretically, there could be a split where the movies and show rights and it's not just... It's movies, films, merchandising, live events, theme parks...
I'm cool with all that going to Amazon.
That could be split off from games, and someone could, pick up the games aspect for a significantly less chunk of money.
Are they going to throw a roller coaster in the middle of Hobbiton in New Zealand?
Yes.
Could. Will they?
No.
I don't think New Zealand would like that. But yeah. I do think there's probably going to be a bit of a legal battle that happens. The Tolkien content rights have obviously really high value, and even the movie rights are all tangled up with different people. It's a mess. So how that all plays out in the future, I think we could see someone like Warner Bros. New Line right now has some of those rights, but because they're on lease from this, holdings company, essentially, it's all going to be very complicated. But probably a price tag of over $2 billion for everything.
Chump change.
Yep. Okay. Marvel Netflix TV shows are going away from Netflix in March.
Dumb, because they made them.
I agree.
Yeah,
I don't know what kind of deal they signed with Marvel or Disney or whomever, but like, what a... If it's they're losing them because of licensing stuff, that's really dumb. If they're losing them, I say losing, if they're like dropping them because they don't want them on their platform, even dumber.
Yeah, this is stupid.
I don't understand this. I don't understand this at all.
Where's it gonna go?
Hulu? I assume
keep seeing
Disney
people be
retains
like Disney
the
Plus.
rights.
I'm like, no. These
Those
will not
shows
go
are
to Disney
so
Plus.
violent, and I think 2 of them have nudity. They're not gonna let that on Disney Plus.
It's got to be Hulu if
Jessica
anywhere.
Jones
Is it-
does. Yeah.
Are they gonna put?
How weird is it going to be like
Netflix, Hulu.
a Marvel movie made by Netflix is on Hulu?
Watch HBO Max get it.
Oh my gosh.
That'd be so weird.
I mean, at the end of the day, it is a little bit like how content was distributed in the past. Friends rerun may be on, I don't know, True TV or something like that because they decided to buy the rights to distribute it for a time. We're just not used to that now with streamers essentially just creating their own content. That kind of vertical integration of, well, we made it, so we're going to distribute it on our platform and our platform only. My other fear is that this leads to more of that. We're already there. Like, Twilight Zone is happening, but Netflix is going to be even more hesitant to partnerships, I think, now.
I bet they raised their prices again.
Probably. We took away content, so we're raising your prices.
Maybe they sold them to make more money.
That could be possible. Yeah.
Because they're broke. They broke.
Who knows?
You mean the price will go back down?
No, it just means they'll blow more money on a Rock Red Notice sequel.
Ugh.
You're welcome, Luke, for that.
Thank you.
Um,
Can you get the joy and the excitement I have from
Yeah,
that?
so much of it. Like, chill out, dude.
I'm just like
Relax.
bursting out the seams with so much elation.
Yeah, you really need to tone it down. It's getting out
sorry.
of hand.
just calm.
sorry.
Just calm.
Just breathe, dude. Just breathe deep breaths. Those are shallow breaths, but you're almost there.
He'll hyperventilate and pass out, and then we won't have to worry about it.
He's got spirit, you know?
Another Hulu story here. Hulu signed off on a deal to bring Futurama back for a 20-episode run.
Stupid.
Futurama is one of my favorite shows ever. That show ended perfectly. I'm terrified.
If they don't get DiMaggio back, they shouldn't do it.
John DiMaggio is the one holdout in the main cast. That's
And not
returning.
just for Bender. Like, for
No,
all the other
for all the other
additive
characters.
voices he does.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
You bring Marcus Phoenix back. You don't have a choice.
Bring Marcus Phoenix back in Futurama?
Same voice actor, but yeah.
Marcus Phoenix-verse. I mean the DiMaggio-verse.
Yeah, dude.
And from
There's
what
a Joker
I
one.
Put him in the
understand,
Christieverse.
it's not a it's not that they're not reaching out and trying to negotiate. It's just that he thinks he's worth more than what they're willing to offer.
I wonder how much of it, too, pertains to, like, what the script looks
But
like.
yeah, that could absolutely be part of it.
Because he could be, like, defending the fans. Like, no, you guys don't want this, I promise.
Yeah, that's very possible. Who knows?
But if it happens...
What else we got? Tyler, you got more news?
See that snazzy little Obi-Wan Kenobi poster?
We did get our first look
The Jesus poster?
at Obi-Wan Jesus Kenobi.
It's the Disney Plus series of his 40 days in the desert.
Yeah. More Tatooine.
Yeah. I think that was what was that my message when you guys
Actually,
when you
I
guys
don't-
group chatted me and I was like, oh,
I'm okay with it in this
another
I-
thing in Star Wars set on Tatooine.
I don't know if I'm
Alright.
just being optimistic. I think this is where it's gonna start.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
I
there's,
don't
like,
think you can't get Vader on Tatooine again and like be close to Luke.
you're
Wouldn't he-
probably right. I mean, Tatooine may bookend the series.
or I don't know, maybe
Starts on it, ends on it, and between we get to go fly around a little bit.
I don't know. I just thought of this too. Maybe he finds like a force sensitive spot on Tatooine, and the whole reason Hayden Christian is back is because he's just having some like dark force vision, and Anakin is part of that.
Mm.
Let's go! OKC Thunder won, baby.
The Wizards won tonight, too.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah, but the Thunder are terrible.
Wizards are, too.
I thought they were really good at the beginning
Their
of the
whole
season.
team's hurt.
I have one
They have Porzingis
last.
now,
Sand is cheap to CGI, is what Lepke says in the chat.
Wait, what?
Sand is cheap to CGI.
Well, yeah.
That's, you're not wrong.
You're not incorrect.
Maybe it's easier to program into the volume for them.
Yeah.
They can just redo it, like take all the stuff from Boba Fett and Mandalorian, and just be like, just have them blow around for a bit.
reuse the sets. I mean, just instead of the title card saying Mos Esposito, it's Mos Eisley.
I hope they make a new Moss. This is Moss.
It should be called Live Moss.
Moss Vegas.
And whenever someone enters the town, they have a gong.
And he goes, dong. Welcome to Taco Bell. Can I take your order?
My last story is that we got a little tease for a Cyberpunk 2077 announcement tomorrow.
What?
So after we record
There's
this.
shoot.
Get it out. You got it. Use your words.
Capcom? Resident Evil guys. Capcom. They're teasing an announcement too.
Oh.
When was that Cyberpunk anime coming out?
After the same time the next gen version comes out, which
Well,
is actually really soon.
So
I'm
supposedly
assuming that's
what it is, because
Yeah.
there was someone spotted on one of the
PlayStation
international
store.
stores.
Yeah.
That they spotted the next gen update for Cyberpunk.
I'm
Only
lucky we might be able to
a
play it.
year late.
Capcom Countdown.
Listen, I'm really excited for the next gen update for Cyberpunk. But if I had to pick one, I'd rather have the anime.
Fair enough. I'm excited because I haven't played the game yet, and so like I'll finally get a chance in a few months when I
Dude,
have
it's
time
crazy.
to play it.
Driving around Night City, you're just like,
Hey, Dead Fist, what do you
This-
think the countdown is for? Sorry. For Capcom.
Oh, the Capcom countdown. Yeah, because if they're announcing something,
Dude, I hope it's Resident Evil 9.
I mean, they're always working on a Resident Evil.
I bet it's a Resident Evil remake. Another one.
What's the fighting game they make?
Street Fighter.
Could it be a Street Fighter game?
I don't know. Maybe Street
I
Fighter.
don't know enough.
But
I don't
it's
play enough
Marvel vs.
Capcom
Capcom.
games.
4. What are they on? 4, 5.
It'd be 4.
3,
It'd be 4.
3,
Yeah.
2, 1. Marvel's Capcom. Be 1 again. They're starting over the numbers.
Yeah, just reset. Deadfist says a Resident Evil 4 remake or a new Resident Evil game. But if we're wrong, maybe a
We're
new
all
IP.
wrong. New IP.
Hey,
I doubt it's new IP.
I'm all for new IPs, but Capcom not notorious for making new
I like
IPs.
Game Lord's Cyberpunk announcement.
What is it?
So Nick's Cyberpunk announcement prediction is that we are no longer supporting Cyberpunk and are shutting down the servers.
No, they got sold.
Oh.
CD Projekt already got sold.
to Sony.
Purchased by Sony.
And they're shutting down Cyberpunk.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
Dude, their stock would plummet.
Who's?
CD.
Does
PR.
CD have stock? Are they a
think
publicly
so.
traded company? I don't know.
think so.
All right. I think it is now time to move into our Book of Boba Fett Season 1. Only season? Maybe? Review. Yeah. We kind of mentioned this a little earlier. And we've mentioned it throughout the week. We've been a little...
Flash!
Fett! That's what we're going for.
Yeah. I don't think any of us are really a fan of the show.
This show sucks. I'll say it.
So is
This
it,
show is doo-doo butter.
It's Bantha fodder.
I like doo-doo butter better.
But Bantha fodder is a Star Wars reference.
I don't care. Doo-doo butter's funnier.
Tuta. I was at church and me and my brother were sitting in the pews and Logan looked at me and he goes, so
You know, you go to an old church when you have pews.
yeah, but they're cushy. They have little
Oh,
pillows on
okay,
them.
okay,
Yes,
okay.
they're very nice. And he looks at me and he goes, so what'd you think of Boba Fett now it's all out? I looked at him and I said, kind of just wish they didn't make it.
It's a great impression tweet.
I really enjoyed 3 of the 7 episodes.
Only one of
And-
them was Boba Fett.
One of them was Boba Fett oriented and it was a flashback. And I would rather just not have the show, take those 2 Mandalorian episodes and have them be Mando Season 3 first episode.
Yeah.
The show just felt like a waste of time.
I mentioned it in last week or 2 weeks ago. Like the structure of the show completely fell apart. Like it was already really funky with how flashback heavy it was. But then they just abandoned that entire narrative thread for 2 whole episodes. And then did exactly what we thought they would do, which is, hey, gather the gang back up. We're going to have a showdown here in Mos Espa. Is it Espa? It's Espa, right?
Who cares?
Okay. In the city.
Yeah.
But there's even outside of that greater narrative thread, there are like character decisions, things that the characters do that happen that don't really make sense on like what would be like a satisfaction thing for a character.
Are we doing spoilers?
Yeah, why
Okay.
not?
Okay, just want to make
We'll,
sure.
we'll talk. Yeah, so here's your spoiler warning. We've already told you that we don't really like it. So if you haven't seen it, get out of here and go watch it, and
Oh,
then
don't go watch it.
come back if you really care.
Just skip this.
Yeah, if you don't care about Boba Fett, but you're a big Mandalorian fan, go watch episodes 5 and 6.
And if you care about Boba Fett, don't watch this.
Fair enough. Okay, yes. Let's get into some positive and negatives. Any
Okay.
positives overall of the season?
Episode 1 in the Mando episodes. which is what Luke said.
Episode 2 for me,
Oh, that was
which
episode
was
1.
the train heist episode.
Yeah, the Mando episodes were cool. I think I'm just more frustrated that we got this instead of Mando season 3.
Yeah.
I just don't. No, doesn't do it.
It seems interesting because the only thing I can think of was Filoni is enough involved with Mando that when he needed to devote time to the Ahsoka show, they said, we don't want Favreau writing this by himself, or, for whatever reason, because Filoni wants to be a part of it. I don't know. So we're going to partner him up with Rodriguez, and we're going to do this, whatever this is.
Yes.
But yeah, the fact that things I liked. Hold on, I'm gonna rewind a little bit. Try to stay positive for a few
Be
moments.
kind and rewind, Brett.
When I look back at the season as a whole, I don't think I like what they were doing with the storyline in the flashbacks. I think the initial flashback is necessary just to establish, okay, here's how Boba Fett escaped the Sarlacc pit, and, how did he escape on a planet where he, presumably the only people he really worked with was Jabba and his crew, and most of them are dead now, while he, meets these Tusken Raiders who essentially capture him, and then he befriends them. I'm okay with that. I even think the fact of him becoming an honorary Tusken Raider is really interesting. It took up too much time during those first couple episodes, I think, because during that time the present day story didn't go anywhere. But I really like that. I think the idea of him becoming kind of a crime boss for Tatooine is really interesting too, or a protector. I guess it's not a crime boss, but a protector, in lieu of like New Republic protection, I guess, it's an interesting idea that I just think didn't get executed that well. And some of the character cameos I thought were fun. Obviously, there's the whole like Mando side of the story. I'm not really talking about that. We can here in a minute, but I thought in the final episode we get Cad Bane. I liked him. I liked how he was used.
I liked him in episode 6. Yeah. In
I thought he
episode
was
6, yeah.
having him come
His
back
one scene.
to Freetown. I liked Freetown. Seeing them again. Timothy Olyphant. I don't remember what is his character's name.
Cobb Vanth.
Cobb Vanth. I love Cobb Vanth. Mandalorian character. And I even didn't. I liked. Nope, I can't say that.
The western parts of this show were pretty good.
Yeah.
I liked them, but I don't know. I just thought it was weird to use Cad Bane as, I guess, your big bad in the end kind of thing they had going on.
Sure.
I don't know why you don't bring him on sooner if you're gonna do that, but I don't know. It was just
He was wasted.
Yeah, super wasted character.
He's one of the best characters in Clone Wars, and then in this, he gets caught monologuing. Like, are we serious? This dude has killed Jedi. And he's just ruthless, and I mean, I also don't think he's dead.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
I don't think Filoni would allow that.
And so to go back to one of my earlier points about motivational satisfaction. I didn't use the word motivational earlier, but like character motivation, like why is the showdown between Boba and Cad Bane when Cad Bane has nothing to do with Boba's part of the story? And Finnick goes and assassinates the...
Here.
I have a potential different ending for you. How about Finnick stays? This wouldn't fix the show. I think it just fixes the ending.
Yeah.
Because the ending is stupid. Finnick stays, they all fight, they win, and then at the end, have Boba kill them. I just thought it was dumb how they had Fennec Shand do it.
Yeah.
She's just not there the entire episode, and then she just takes them out in like 5 seconds. It's like, okay, whatever. Didn't really care about those villains anyway because they're barely in the show. Boba just, I feel like he never did anything.
The show has, I think the show has a villain problem. And Disney does have a villain problem. But, like, who are we, like, the Pikes are the only ones that were kind of, like, set up as bad guys. Everyone else just kind of wanders in and wanders out.
Yeah, I could not care less about the Pikes.
But we don't have any real reason to care about the Pikes, and we don't get any satisfaction out of Fennec killing them because she has no emotional connection to them. She just works for Boba Fett. You know, had Boba Fett be able to do the showdown.
Fennec has more connection to Cad Bane than Boba. Boba has some experiences with him in Clone Wars when he's a kid.
Yeah.
Like, they kind of work together and against each other a little bit, but it's nothing like major. Just in the Bad Batch, there's an entire episode where it's Cad Bane versus Fennec Shand.
Yeah.
Like,
those payoffs just don't hit when you structure your show like this.
My number one con I wrote down is the show lacks identity. Like, I don't ever feel like the show knows what it wants to be. All the way through it. It never felt like it knew, hey, we're going to be this. Like, they never make that decision. Yeah. Every episode, it feels like they're changing their colors. It's so weird, and it's annoying. Also, it's 7 episodes, and there's filler. Like, 7 episodes, and there's filler. That's horrible. Like, how do you plan a show that poorly?
Yep.
It just... my impression, and we didn't read this, but I feel like Disney is just making stuff to use the IP.
Yes.
Remember
they're not making things because they want to. They're doing it because they have to.
Remember back in 2017 when we were all afraid that Disney's going to put out a movie a year and it's going to just feel like Star Wars is just filler? We're getting that now.
We're here.
It's not movies. It's Disney Plus, but it's where we're at. We're getting three or 4 shows this year.
You're getting Star Wars Spy Kids.
Yeah, the Star Wars Spy Kids. So that's the other thing.
Visually and action wise, I thought
Robert Rodriguez is not a bad director.
Dude, I love Alita.
He's made good things. I don't know if there was just a collaboration issue or if everyone was on board and just no one saw what we see. I guess maybe we're the weird ones. The internet seems to agree with us. For the most part.
Freaking every character in that last episode had a 360 no scope. It's so dumb.
But yeah, like it was just it was rough when the best 2 episodes of your show were A, not about your main character, and were B, both directed by different people.
Yes.
That's what's really like just disappointing, because I don't want to say that like it's bad, but I can't say it's good. What do you guys think about the Rancor? Nick over in the chat said the Rancor kind of sucked. It didn't really make any sense.
I mean, they just did King Kong.
Yeah.
It was nothing new. And I don't mind you referencing that, but if it's not well done,
yeah,
it's just weird looking. Like a banta.
Yeah, I was kind of hyped up for that moment. Actually, Lepke was like a few weeks ago was like, yeah, but wait till you see Boba Fett on the Rancor. And I was like, all right, like you're right, it's gonna happen, and we all knew it was gonna happen. And like, did it look good? Yeah, like I thought there were some cool shots in there, but overall, I didn't feel like that was that satisfactory of a final battle thing.
No, it wasn't. And I think the whole, like, all of the choreography for fighting in that show was pretty bad.
Yeah.
There was a couple of good moments, like the train heist is good.
And then for the most part, the 2 Mando episodes.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's a different show
Yeah.
at this point.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
And the other thing with me too that just kind of confused me, and this can't be a complaint because there's honestly been so much, but in Clone Wars there's the entire Orion. No, that's Voltron. It's where the dude in Rogue One is from who can't breathe. Forrest Whitaker's character.
Oh.
What's his name?
Saw Gerrera.
It's where he's from and his sister dies and all that.
Mhm,
And they're
mhm.
like, Ahsoka is there training them how to fight the separatists. And one of the entire things they go through is how to fight the droidicas and their shields.
Yeah.
And like how you can penetrate their shield if you go slow enough.
Mhm.
So they'll like throw the grenades at a speed that it goes through the shield and then it blows up. And I'm pretty sure at one point they
They say it.
they go through the shield, but in this one they can't. And I don't. It's just a memory problem with me. I don't remember if like they stuck their arm through and they just turned on a lightsaber or something.
Mm-hmm.
So I won't like discredit them for that. But I just feel like there's a lot of potential inconsistency that just annoyed me, and it was just really frustrating to watch them run backwards for 45 minutes and constantly just shoot it like something was going to change.
That is a thing that Star Wars likes to do. Let's make it bigger and change some of the rules. And yeah, I'm not sure I needed the giant droidicas. I thought they looked cool, but I didn't understand why the Pikes had them. Again,
or where did they like?
one
One
of
just
the-
like pop in.
we're-
Like,
we're
hey,
not-
droidicas.
we're
they're
like
here.
30 years past the separatist movement. Droids don't operate like that anymore, but I guess they just had a couple sitting around.
And like one of the bits I did like was when Din, what's his name?
Jin.
The Mandalorian was on top of the droid with his dark saber chopping it up.
Yeah.
He still doesn't know how to use that thing. And I was
Yep.
like, let's go. And then it was over pretty quick too.
Yeah.
Dude, he got messed up in that. Yeah, he was getting beat up pretty bad.
It'll be interesting to see where he goes in season 3.
Well, they ruined one of the big parts that could have been cool in season 3. That's awesome. The reuniting of Grogu and Mando.
Yeah, so yeah, we did. That is, we should talk about that. We should talk about Grogu. Luke, you look like you have thoughts.
It's a big moment to put in a show that's not Mando show.
Yeah.
And now, if you never watch Boba Fett because you're only attached to Mando and Grogu, and you go from Mandalorian Season 2 into Mandalorian Season 3, Mandalorian Season 2 ends with them separated.
Yeah.
It's so sad. I cried. And then Mando Season 3, immediately, they're right back together.
You know what this sounds like?
It's bait to make you have to watch Boba Fett.
You know what this sounds like?
What?
The MCU.
Well, it's all Disney.
The Star
We've said
Wars. The Star Wars.
It's doing the
MCU,
same thing
man.
over and over.
It's the Star Wars MCU.
Also, a main character having a cute little companion.
It's really annoying. It's really
at
annoying.
At least this one is.
Do you remember how happy I was when Grogu went with Luke?
Yeah.
I was like, we got rid of him.
Yeah.
And it was a great storyline. And yeah, he's probably going to come back. He's immediately back.
Yeah.
Immediately. What was the point? Now in rewatch, those emotional points are gone. It's like, oh, he's back. I already know they're not going to be separated at all. Because I don't want to watch Boba Fett again. I'm going to watch a reunion. Even with those two great Mandalorian episodes. There's no
Dude,
reason to go back and do it.
those two. So we needed.
People are going to be like, where did Ship come from?
They
we
need,
needed-
those need to be pieced off for rewatching purposes.
I think we needed 2 Mandalorian season 3 should have started with, 2 kind of standalone episodes. Maybe episode 3 of that is essentially episode 5 of this. And then episode 6 happens somewhere in there. And then we don't get that reunion until the very end of season 3. Like I can understand these 2 episodes. They had the storylines. They fit well into a Mandalorian season. But I wanted to see a Mandalorian season without Grogu. And we're not going to get that.
Or what if Grogu is just helping him out for a bit, but he's staying with Luke?
What if he pulls out that lightsaber and be like, I got the best of both worlds?
I kept waiting for it to happen. Like, he stole it.
Or what if he picked the lightsaber and Luke was like, all right, and also here's the armor. You can go
Help your friend.
and say goodbye.
It could. I think that makes, there was already a little bit of like, the established lore of, Ben kind of being Luke's first student. Like, I think, ouch, they've kind of fixed that to be, if they care about that. Maybe they don't care about that, and that's fine.
Hands
But
aren't talking to the feet, man.
yeah, they're so concerned. Often they're so concerned about continuity of these things, and that one might not be a big deal, but yeah, maybe the silver lining is that I don't have to see as much young Luke, which I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with it if it's just like, hey, here he is for a bit. Like what we got in Mando was good, and it was cool to see him again in the Boba Fett episode. But now, like, don't do it until like season 4 if you're gonna do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Unless he's just gonna be a part of the show and then just recast.
Just recast.
I think that would be ideal anyway.
No
matter
would
what.
Recast them.
Yeah.
They need to. I'm sorry. I think that's mad respect for Mark Hamill. Have him be there to help coach whoever takes that role over. But I would
He didn't do this one.
He didn't?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
They got somebody else to do it.
Was it the dude from Battlefront 2?
I don't know. They got a different guy to do the body work for it.
Interesting.
The body work?
Yeah.
But the voice was still him.
The voice was modulations from previous things.
This is even worse than I thought.
Yeah, it's...
I'm like a little more impressed.
I'm impressed and yet at the same time mortified.
It's weird.
I don't because I liked what they had done. I say I like. I was okay with what they had done in the Mando season 2, where it's, they filmed those scenes with Mark Hamill, and then they filmed him with his, the body double essentially.
And then smack his face.
Here you go. As Slash Film reports, whenever Luke Skywalker speaks in The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett, it's not Hamill's real voice that the audience is hearing. Instead, the output of a highly advanced voice synthesizer called Respeecher is responsible for his voice.
Oh, that's kind of scary.
It's a neural network you feed information into and it learns. From old material featuring Hamill's voice around the time of the original Star Wars trilogy.
Well, we're a couple years closer to Skynet taking over, so that's great.
Woot woot.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Do you think, guys, should we at some time
Reboot Sarah Connor Chronicles? Yes.
No, I was just gonna say
Build Skynet.
feed an AI all of our episodes and see what
What it comes up with.
Dude, I'm so in. Hopefully it doesn't kill us, though.
There's a good chance.
There certainly is a chance. Over in the chat, Game Lord Master says, "What if the episodes? These are the 2 episodes of Mando.
I could see this actually
What if
happening.
episodes actually were filmed for Mando season 2, but 2 of the Boba Fett episodes ended up being so bad that they spliced them and reshot the ending? That would suck.
It wouldn't
first
shock
off.
me.
I don't know. I mean, the crazy thing is it feels plausible with how separate those things are.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously the 5th episode, like, he's building his new ship on Tatooine, so that at least puts him in the vicinity.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that, like, that's enough of a plot point that I don't think that would have been redone for that. That makes sense.
I think I know what they're gonna do.
But
Obi-Wan is gonna go to Naboo and he's gonna fly a Naboo starfighter to Tatooine.
Oh, just drop it off there. Oh my gosh.
They've got to connect it somehow, right?
I guess so.
And we're gonna get a young version of the droid shop fixer fixer lady
Who spit out her tooth?
Yeah.
Did
that part made me laugh for no reason. She's like, boom, and like spits her tooth out. I was like,
What if that was real?
What?
I low key think she's a great character.
Honestly,
Actually,
I low key despise the Twi'lek helper dude. He's so annoying.
the
Here's one thing they should have done.
the mayor's assistant.
Yeah.
Yo, yeah, he's dumb.
When he walked out to give his little speech, he should have started it and gotten to the part where it pauses, and Boba should have shot him in the back.
Boba's a changed man, though.
He should have shot him in the back. I'm just picturing the show with like Boba as
Boba.
as a bounty hunter, or as maybe like a person that is willing to do wrong things for some money. Like, I don't know, going to get revenge on people in the galaxy of people who betrayed him or something like that.
The only thing,
Not just, I want a house on Tatooine.
Yeah.
I'm going back to Ship Chick, because she has a little droid.
Yes, she does.
The BD droid.
Yes.
BD droid.
And every time I see it, I'm like, ooh.
I love that droid design.
Ooh.
It's like a little chicken.
It is a really
It
cool
is a
design.
little chicken for sure. But I always think of,
BD1.
yeah. I was gonna
Fallen
say,
Order.
Yeah, Fallen Order. I was gonna say,
You were gonna say
is it?
Force
Force
Awakens?
Did you guys,
Force Unleashed.
Did you guys beat
yeah.
that game yet? Yeah, I didn't think so.
No.
It's a great game.
Maybe that's the same one. Luke's just not telling.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Yeah, different colors.
Could have gotten a paint job. But okay, so
My
yeah,
droid
final
Lots of different colors.
thoughts.
The spin shoot thing was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in Star Wars.
I know Cyborg Guy is getting a lot of the criticism for it. But man, they all did it at least once. And it was just
His
dumb.
was the worst.
It was the worst.
Like
It was
you
so
said,
bad.
like you said, the choreography in this
Choreography?
in this is just awful. I say that
You
wrong
say it
every time.
every single time.
Every time.
And every single time I want to correct you, but this time I finally did it.
I like choreography.
I
I like it. Keep going with
Thanks.
it.
Um,
Choreography.
Stop.
Choreography.
it's
Choreography. The H is silent.
the fight scenes are my bad. That's me. It's just me. It's my foot. Just playing footsie with you over here. It's Valentine's Day.
That's right.
No, like I just think it's
Cringy.
short of like past like an actor's ability to make something look cool. Like on the front end, you have to know that kind of a thing is gonna look dumb.
You think? You think that guy filmed it and was like, "Yo, that was sick." Robert Rodriguez was like, "Yeah," and everybody else was like, "No, that's bad."
My guess is, maybe. My guess is he felt like, why would I? But Robert Rodriguez was like, no, trust me.
Trust me, I did this in Spy Kids. It's awesome.
It's awesome.
It's his visual style, and it can really work in some things. Like, I guess he did Desperado, right? Woo.
Oh no,
I don't know.
he did the most recent Sin City movie.
He did Alita, which is great, and it doesn't have no 360 no scopes. Underrated movie, Alita.
You did do Desperado. Good call.
Robert Rodriguez fan over here.
It's either a big hit or a big miss.
Yeah,
This is a big miss.
I like what Nick says in the chat. The mods could have been cool characters. They just weren't. I would agree with that. I think the mods, their design was a little too clean for Tatooine, but I think they could have fit. I think they could have fit better in a story that was on just a different planet.
Why the punk rock aesthetic though?
Yeah.
Like I just don't understand that.
I still haven't gotten over the Vespas from like episode 3.
That's a thing too.
Yeah,
but like, is
their
there
transportation was not good either.
Has there ever been this like punk rock look in Star Wars?
Not really.
Because I mean, they're wearing like jean vests, and I was like, what?
There's a little more on like, I would say like a place like Coruscant probably has a little bit of more variety.
That's where they need to go.
I think they could have fit into something that happened on like circling back to things that never happened, but like
13,
that start. Yeah, 1313. Like, yeah, the Vespas would have looked dumb there, but like
They look dumb no matter where.
the
you go.
Vespas look dumb no matter what.
Yeah.
They needed. I cannot believe that was the final approved design. Someone signed off on that. That was a bad decision.
Bet it was Robert.
He obviously signed off on it, but so did probably a dozen other people. Favreau and Kathleen.
I just see Filoni making this going, oh my god.
I mean, Filoni could have... Dude, Filoni is not above his sillier moments.
Oh, yeah, he is
so,
a
like,
bunch.
for sure, like...
He also has the most things done, though, too.
Yeah, yeah. One of those, like, he's hit the most home runs. He also maybe has the most strikeouts. But he has the most home runs, so...
The Vespa's clocked at 5 miles per hour.
Yeah, they didn't shoot that real well. That was episode 3?
I don't know.
Or 4.
3
or
was the
4.
chase scene.
Yeah, it's a 3. Ugh.
It was
Ugh.
3, the streets of Mos Espa.
Oh, I was right with Mos Espa. The Vespas in Mos Espa.
Hey.
What do you guys...
Just waiting for the dudes from Luca to show up and be like,
That would be amazing.
they would never turn into a fish there.
They wouldn't. No worries. No worries about that. What do you guys rate the Book of Boba Fett?
The lowest straight to streaming I could ever offer. As low as it can possibly be. Because there's 2 to 2.5 good episodes in this that I actually really liked.
Luke?
Just a normal straight to streaming.
I was so uninterested in this by the end of it.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time on my phone watching the finale. I was like, yeah, I don't care anymore.
I was just hoping it would be over by the time the Olympics started. And it was, thank goodness.
Nice.
Good.
Olympics.
I hit your ring and that hurt.
Sorry.
I'm gonna go one step different. I'm gonna give it a dumpster fire.
He did it, folks. He did it. He did it. Look at the kid go. Look at him go.
Giving Star Wars a dumpster fire. Brett, how does it feel?
It hurts. It hurts so bad.
Are you gonna watch
I'm gonna go watch
Andor?
Last Jedi?
I'm gonna go watch The Last Jedi to get my spirits back up.
Just don't watch Rise of Skywalker because we know it will bring you back down.
It's a roller coaster.
You should
No.
just go watch.
What did you
Empire.
give Rise of Skywalker? Did you give it straight to streaming? Or Matthew McConaughey?
You should go watch.
I know you didn't give no fanboy
Empire
word.
Strikes Back.
It
Pike.
would. I love Empire. That
too.
is for sure. Let's see.
It's my favorite.
What was that? 2019?
Yes.
Gosh, that was so long ago. Star. Did I even put it in here? Maybe it's at the end of the year. I didn't put it in here.
You hated it that
It's
much.
not worthy.
I gave it to Matthew McConaughey.
That's a lot higher than I thought.
Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey.
Oh,
at you.
sorry everybody listening on audio.
Boba as a dumpster fire for Brett.
The good parts in here do not redeem the hot mess. Yeah, they're they're good bites, but the rest of the meal is ruined.
No, it really kind of sealed it in for me, and I've made fun of it a little bit tonight.
Mm-hmm.
It was the ending music for the credits
Okay.
that they changed the lyrics to his name.
Yeah.
I was just like, this is dumb. It's like
I think I
It's
must
just
have.
a
I didn't
weird
even
change.
notice that. I must have.
they didn't
turned
do it till the last episode.
Oh, right. But I must have turned the volume down because
You're
I
like,
would
enough
think
of this
you would-
garbage.
I don't know.
You put the gasoline in the trash and you tossed that in there. You're like, it's burning, baby. What did you think of Boba Fett, doggy?
Gemma just kind of laid there like a good girl. Well, that's our thoughts on the Book of Boba Fett. You can certainly disagree with him, and I will not hold that against you. If you like that show, that's awesome.
I like Transformers: The Last Night. So
We're all entitled to like.
we all like something that everybody else hates.
Yeah,
This is
exactly. I like The Last Jedi.
And I like The Division.
The Division was good.
Division's good. It's just not
That was
popular.
the weirdest like rub of my arm ever.
Weirder than this.
It was attempting to be. It was an attempt to comfort you. I apologize that it was not.
No, it's just not. It's not expecting it. I'm okay that the Division 2 turned out not so hot. Like it's okay.
Yeah. Well, we're running long, so let's wrap it up. Thank you, Nick and JT, for being over, hanging out in the chat with us tonight. If you want to hang out in the chat with us, come over to Twitch on Monday nights, 8 p.m. Central Time, and watch the live stream. Be a part of the conversation.
Douglas Drango.
And if not, we appreciate your listenership, either via the podcast or if you watch them over our episodes over on YouTube. We'd love that. Thank you all for tuning in this week. Next week, we'll see you again. Same time, same place. So, see ya.
Oh my gosh, Uncharted comes out this weekend.
That's right.